Hello and welcome back. So today the aim of the game is this 14209 lost a drive arm, which is it even say on there? No, but I've got a part number on there, as you can see. I put this at a different angle, so the second camera I put at a different angle, so hopefully we'll get some better shots from up above. So that's the aim of the game, is to replace this. These are pretty self-explanatory. They'll fit this one and also the 16208. So fingers crossed this will go okay. So let's get this off. Not got a coffee. Should really get a coffee, but right, let's get into this. Right, that's off. So the drive arm is that side. So I'm not sure if you can see, but you can see that. Where's my screwdriver? Trusted screwdriver. So as you can see there, that's the drive arm. That one's missing, so we're going to replace that today. So, well, I say replace it, we're just going to put a new one on because it's gone. Right, let's get the coffee, let's get into it. Okay, so let's get the wheel off first. Get your hex, get this wheel off. So, remember to save the red bits. I keep looking there because that's where the camera was. So we'll get that off. So you take that off, don't lose that. And then there's a metal rod that, don't lose that as well. So I'll put that together with that. So if you've not seen it already, I've done a video on how to replace this. It's the same arm that I replaced last week. So this should be relatively easy. I'm probably going to eat my words, but take the top screw out. So that's the top screw, and then I'm going to take the bottom screw out. Put it on the side. So the top screw there, take that out, take the bottom one out. And you can see that. And then fingers crossed, that should just come off like it did the other day. Bloody hell, done a number of those. Let's push that out. So you can see that's just pushed out, and that's pushed out because, where's my little thing? So we've took that off, and then that's just come out, and it's completely, yes, broke. That disappeared. Let's just say it was a good little game that was on the skate park at one of my friends. So yeah, there was no putting that back in. Looking at that, so as you can see there was no putting that back in there. So new one is what it's needed. Okay, so this is relatively easy to put back in. So you just make sure see that rod there. So that, let's just make sure you can see, goes inside there where the drive arms are, like so. Let's just make it a bit easier for you to see. So as you see in there, so and the seats in there, and as you can see, the back wheels are now moving, so we know that's in right. So now the name of the game is to put it in there. We have to take that off, and then we have to push that all the way in. Right, it's down. Let's make sure we can get that in there. Okay, it's in, but not all the way in. There we go, we've done it that time. So we've just used a screwdriver and put it in there and push it up to pull the drive shaft into where the bearings are, and then that should slot into there. Make sure that slots in there before you do anything else, because you don't have to taking these screws out again. So it's just a one-time fix. So let's put that back in the drive arm. Just line it up, and that sits in there lovely. And then it's just a case of putting the screws back in. Where do we put the screws? There we go. Put it loosely like that, so. What I'll do is I'll put the video when I broke this in the description, so if you want to go and watch the video. I didn't have any footage of when I broke it. It was just one of the things, it broke at the time, and I was gutted that I didn't get any footage, but the actual run around in the park was amazing. I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. Make sure they're tight, but don't over tighten them. You can over tighten them and it becomes a bit of a nightmare. How come that's sat outside like that? Oh, I see. It's just the bearing, which is. There we go. Wire it in. Make sure it stays okay, so put it back on. Yeah, and then, yeah, that moves around freely, so we know we're good. Okay, put that piece in there, like so. I'm hoping this footage from here comes out okay. It's a totally different angle. I got an extension arm for it, just so we can try and get some better footage, a bit more closer up. I don't know if it's going to work out or not, so fingers crossed. It's a bit fiddly getting this back in, but right, that's on. Put the wheel back on. That should be a straightforward. Make sure your guider is lined up. And just push it in. There we go, we're in. We're golden. Don't forget, make sure you keep that red thing there, because if you lose them, I think they come with the wheels, as in the sets, because I've just ordered some more wheels for this, for when we could take it to the beach. This is the one that's going on the beach. I'm hoping it's all right after it's been on the beach. So stay tuned. If you're not already, subscribe, because that it's very tight. Why is that so tight? That's very loose. Let's tighten them up. Make sure they're all tight. Right, it's in. It's a thicker rod by the look of it. Okay, I think we should get. Is that rubbing? Yeah, it's rubbing at the bottom. Why is that rubbing at the bottom? I can see what I've done. What an idiot. Absolute. Well, at least I've broke it. I've repaired it. And then if you're watching this, you'll see the mistakes I made. And it's quite a stupid mistake. But, well. So I didn't notice it first. Nearly lost it. Oh, nearly lost it. It jumped out. So I screwed these in thinking, oh, I even said, oh, is that in right? I think it's it right. I'll do the top one and then I'll show you what I did. I'd like to say it's a rookie mistake, but I've had these cars apart. Diff change on this one, diff change on the 16208. So I thought, you think I'd know what I'm doing by now, wouldn't you? Right, okay, so like an idiot, what I've done is I've screwed it on the outside rather than the inside like that one is. So that was on the top and that's why it was grinding against the wheel. So we're going to put that back inside there. So let's turn it like that. So yeah, I'd like to say this was a rookie mistake, but it's not a rookie mistake. I should know what I'm doing by now. So I've made the mistakes and documented it, so you don't have to make the same mistakes, that is. Right, that's now in. We're in. That's better. All right, make sure that's lined up like that. Put that in there. Put that on there. Just turn it around. I'd like to say that's in, but it's not. So rookie mistake, but I ain't no rookie. Well, at least I don't think I am now anyway. Now the repairs I've done on this thing. Right, that's in. Right. Make sure that's nice and tight. That's nice and tight. So, we're nice and free again. And that's repair done. And I've got a spare one of them, so happy days. So, make sure it's nice and tight on both sides. So it's ready for another go. If you've not seen already, I've changed the servo to a better one because the servo gave up. I've changed the diff on both ends and greased them well, so go and watch that video as well. All the videos and the links, all the links are in the description to the videos I mentioned in this, but also just go and have a look. Just subscribe, they'll come up then. But I've just recently changed the wing and the wheelie bar, as you can see, so yet another repair. Am I getting bored of this? No. Really enjoy it. Love getting out with my lad and just having a blast. Just try not to break them so much. But if you've enjoyed this one, hit me up in the comments and I'll see you again.